You talk about people.
Yeah.
People, communication. Haas is going to change 2 person for next year, both drivers.
Yes.
Why you decide to change both drivers, and why you decide to choose Oliver Bearman, a rookie, and Esteban Ocon?
I mean, to start off with, I didn't particularly wanted to change Nico Hülkenberg. Since he came here in the beginning of last year, he's been our reference in terms of qualifying performance. And I feel his race tire management improved a lot this year. And working with Nico is very, very transparent. And he's got a very good feel in the car. I don't think we can be developing the car in this way without Nico's help. I mean, last year throughout, his feedback was clear, but we weren't able to transform his feedback into a car performance reality, whereas this year we are able to. That's the difference. Mm-hmm. So lots of credit needs to go to Nico in terms of his feedback, also giving us a reference. So I wanted to sign him again for the future, but just unfortunately at the timing he wanted to sign the contract, we weren't ready to give a contract to Nico. So we lost Nico. But then Oliver Bearman, we've been working with him since Mexico last year. First time we ran him in Mexico, he was only 18, but it was so clear to me, not just the speed is clear, he's got the speed, but what is most impressive is his ability to understand the bigger picture, cognitive ability, really to understand what role he needs to play. And he is very, very positive as well. He's very motivational to everyone. Honestly, I couldn't believe he was 18. And we've been working together this year as well on FP1 sessions. He's 19 now, but I see a lot of potential, not just because of his speed, but because of his ability to understand bigger picture, really understand what each session, each run, each lap means, and then the ability to take the feedback so quickly and then improve, adapt. So he's a great guy to work with. So for me, there was no brainer to sign Oli. Okay. Then once you got Oliver Bearman, amazingly promising youngster, I just needed someone like Nico who's experienced, proven track record to give us a reference. And then, Esteban Ocon, he's a race winner. He's scored so many points. He proved that he's got speed, but then he's only 27, right? And he's still young, really hungry for more success. And I know that he's a hard worker. His work ethic is incredible. So I feel he's somebody who can drive the team forward. So that combination of youth, amazing talent, and somebody proven quality, but still young, 27, 10 years younger than Nico. So that he's got lots of things to prove still. And he's very, very determined. So I thought that was a very good combination to move the team forward. And then where the team is, we are still growing, right? We are still progressing as a team. We certainly not finished the article. So in terms of that journey with Oli and Esteban, I think it's really a perfect match.
Yeah, where he really impressed me was in Baku when he was in the car. He had the accident on Saturday morning. Whoever's fault it was, probably it was his fault, but he managed to reset. He didn't do or maybe one lap or not even one single lap on Saturday morning. He went into qualifying and he was up there. He was on pace. And that's really impressive, especially for a rookie that's under pressure. The kid knows that he needs to perform.
Against Hülkenberg, which is one of the fastest qualifiers.
And he made a mistake, but he sort of cleared the mistake, forgot about it, and he performed. That was impressive to me.
No, I totally agree. So obviously we talked about building up throughout the weekend, especially at the street circuit. You got to build it up because once you make big mistakes like that, it's very, very difficult to recover, right? But then on the Friday, it was perfect. He really built it up. His long run was good, very impressive. And then he got on with it, 100% amazing, perfect execution. Then FP3 that happened. So like you said, it was a fast flying lap into turn one. So he didn't do a single flying lap. But then he knew what he's done. He braked way too late. We talked about track condition being poor. You got to build it up. But then again, he just made a mistake. He went in way too deep, way too aggressive. He didn't bail out quick enough not to have a crash. So, but then after FP3, I knew that he really understood and took ownership of what happened. So all I needed to say was not to dwell about the accident, to just really get him back into focus on what he's done so well on Friday. Look, yesterday you've done the perfect job. Now you got 2.5 hours to prepare for quali. You got to hit it running on the Q1 run 1. So just forget about what happened this morning. It's happened. You know what you've done wrong. Just refocus on how you managed to do such a perfect Friday yesterday and take it from there. And that's exactly what he's done. And then Baku, the street circuit, as you know, it's a really unforgiving for any mistakes, right? Then for him to perform in that way was incredible. And that qualifying, he was kicking himself because he should have been in Q3. On his flying lap, he made a big mistake. He lost like 3/10, I think. So, but then he already out-qualified Nico, but his potential was much more. He made a big mistake. If I remember correctly, turn 7 and 11, 3/10. Again, I said to him, look, I know you're very disappointed, but the way you came back from the disaster FP3 was
not a lot of people managed to do that.
Exactly. And Q1 run 2, it was very, very tight to get into Q2, right? Then I can't remember who crashed, but we had a double yellow flag, in one sector. Then Oli just caught it. But again, in such a pressure situation, final run in Q1, he managed it so well. So you have to lift off through that yellow sector, which he did. But then afterwards, bang, he got on it straight away, enough so that he was fast enough to get into Q2. So he has that kind of calmness. It's really, really amazing. Then in the race as well, towards the end of the race, okay, his first stint wasn't great because he overmanaged the tires. But second stint was great. He already made an improvement, learning from first stint. This is what I mean by he's a fast runner, right? Then when that crash happened towards the end of the race with yellow sectors, he had a very, clear mind, calmness, where as soon as the yellow sector finished, he pushed, as you should. It's easier said than done. Then Nico wasn't on there. So he just overtook Nico and scored a point, right? That's a rookie against a seasoned veteran. Okay, Nico had some issue before, so he was a bit confused in his head, but he just took that one opportunity, no hesitation. That's great, right? So he's got all these dimensions. He's got huge potential.